Thanks for joining us right now, as a powerful winter system continues to move across large parts of Ontario. This is an active and dangerous setup, with widespread snowfall warnings in effect, snow squall warnings, and snow squall watches covering many snowbelt regions. Snowfall is ongoing, and conditions are changing quickly from one area to the next. Visibility can drop to near zero in seconds, especially in areas prone to lake-effect snow. Travel is becoming extremely difficult in several locations, and road closures are already being reported as crews struggle to keep up. Let's talk about what's happening on the ground. Several major routes have been impacted today as intense snow squalls move through. These closures are not unusual during events like this, but they highlight just how poor conditions have become. In snow squalls, it's not just the snowfall rate, it's the blowing snow. You can go from clear roads to whiteout conditions almost instantly, and that's why authorities are shutting down stretches of highways for safety. This situation is expected to continue through much of the day as winds remain strong and snow bands continue to redevelop. Along the lakeshore, conditions are especially harsh. Strong winds coming off the lake are driving snow inland, reducing visibility and making it feel much colder than the actual temperature. Even when snowfall briefly eases, blowing snow remains a serious issue. Out near the water, the wind is relentless. Gusts are strong enough to shake cameras, push snow horizontally, and drive ice pellets straight into your face. The closer you get to the lake, the worse it becomes. This is classic lake effect behavior, and it's exactly what forecasters were concerned about. Snowfall intensity has fluctuated at times, easing briefly as drier air punches in, but don't be fooled. This does not mean the system is weakening. Additional bands are lining up and will continue to impact the region through the afternoon and into the evening commute. Now let's take a closer look at what's ahead over the next several hours. As we head into the evening, enhanced snowfall will once again target areas east of Toronto, especially along Highway 401 toward Cobourg, where lake enhancement off Lake Ontario will intensify snowfall rates. Another round of heavier snow is also expected along the QEW corridor and areas influenced by Lake Erie. Within the city of Toronto and nearby urban areas, snowfall may be lighter at times, but travel conditions will still be impacted by gusty winds, slick roads, and reduced visibility. And this is not the end of the snow. Additional accumulation is still expected, and some areas across the GTA could see significant totals before this event fully wraps up. Snow clearing operations will continue overnight, but road conditions will remain challenging. Now let's talk about the cold, because this is where things turn even more serious. We are on the doorstep of an intense Arctic outbreak. As the polar vortex weakens, extremely cold Arctic air is spilling southward across the Great Lakes. This is shaping up to be some of the coldest air Ontario has seen in many years. By Friday night, temperatures in Toronto could drop to minus 20 degrees or colder, which is 10 to 15 degrees below seasonal averages. Wind chills will make it feel even colder, especially in open and exposed areas. In eastern Ontario and the nation's capital region, temperatures could plunge even further. There is the potential for overnight lows approaching or even dropping below minus 30 degrees as we head into the weekend. Northern Ontario will see the harshest conditions, with several consecutive days where temperatures remain in the minus 30s, accompanied by dangerous wind chills. This level of cold can be life-threatening if proper precautions are not taken. Frostbite can occur in minutes, and extreme caution is advised for anyone spending time outdoors. And looking ahead, this Arctic pattern does not break quickly. Multiple shots of cold air are expected to continue into early February, keeping much of Ontario locked in deep winter. So to summarize, we are dealing with a multi-day winter threat. Snow squalls, blowing snow, dangerous travel, and extreme cold are all part of this setup. Conditions will continue to change rapidly, and impacts will vary greatly from one community to the next. If you're watching this live, stay with us for updates as the situation evolves. We'll continue to track snowfall bands, road impacts, and the incoming Arctic air so you can stay informed and prepared. Stay safe, limit travel if you can, and keep checking back for the latest updates on this developing winter event.